back to the Duval Dialogue podcast. You got your host Zay, my co-host with me, Bam.
What's going on?
You know, I said this is episode 4. We got a very special guest today here, man. We got Kutmonger D himself.
What's up? Glad to be here.
I said this is one of the best barbers in the city, one of the most popular barbers in the city. It's so popular at this point. He's looking for other stuff to do. He just cutting all day, every day.
Yeah, man.
All right, so how you doing, man?
Man, it's good. Just hustling, getting it in. You get used to it. It's like a normal day for me, man. It's just.
How many heads you say you cut a day?
I say about 15.
15 a day. That's so. Do you get a break?
Some days, no.
I'll say, like, how does that work? Like, a 9 to 5, you got a set.
You 9 to 6, ain't you too?
I'm like 9 to 6. Yeah. Like we full time. We all in. It's when I got out of school, out of high school, I was supposed to actually cut hair and go to college. This was supposed to be my job as I went to college.
Yeah.
And I didn't really know what I wanted to do. And I was like first couple of years, I wasn't really serious. Like, I would be in the shop, I'd go home, go hang out, leave early. And then I started hearing about other barbers that were popping, that were like really making a career out of it. And I was like, yo, I got to get serious. So that's when I got locked in, and I was like, yo, I need to work it like a regular 9 to 5. It's just how you treat it,
Now you good. I was making sure.
Yeah. So some days, like I say, you don't get a break because it just depends on what kind of person you are. If you're like real humble and you're like, for somebody to ask for you is a privilege. Yeah. For somebody to be like, I want you to cut my hair, because when you start off, you don't have that. So when you remember that and you keep that hunger and somebody asks for you, so you might have to sacrifice lunch some days just because somebody that's been sticking with you only wants you to cut their hair. And for you to just say, oh, I go to this person or push them off. Sometimes you have to, but sometimes you have to make a call and be like, you know what, I'm gonna get you in. You know what, I'll be all right. I get something door dashed up here.
I don't say I've almost never seen you tell somebody, hey, I can't get you. Like, you almost always say, oh, I'm gonna get you in. I got like 2 heads ahead of you, but I'm gonna get you in there. I've seen you like really pack maybe like a Saturday, Friday where you like, okay, hey, go to my partner right here.
Yeah.
But for the most part, like you be staying late and everything.
Yeah.
I remember times I booked like your last appointment and you still had like 2 people waiting.
Yeah.
That was gonna get cut after me. I'm like, it's 6.
You gotta push yourself, you gotta challenge yourself, and you gotta take it upon yourself to push yourself to the next level. Like every time, like it's not enough. Like, if it's a little kid and he crying or something and it's not a good time, I'm gonna push him. I'm gonna push him to somebody else because sometimes you gotta choose your battles, and some battles you can't win. So you just gotta say, you know what? I'll pass on somebody else. Look, I'll catch you next time, because they might come on a slow day. So you don't want to permanently push them away. You want to push them to the point where, hey, next time they come back to you, so you still reciprocate that. Yeah. So, man.
How do you get to a point where you got like that many clientele? I was gonna say you probably, at least when I'm there, the most asked for person in the shop. Like, how do you get to a point where you have that much clientele? Like, half people coming in, like, hey, I'm here for D.
I could give you some of the game, and then I can give you all the game. Hey, I can give you all the game if you sign up on my courses coming soon.
Yes, sir.
Pay $20, $30. I give you a little bit of the sauce now. First of all,
y'all gonna catch that.
Yeah, you gotta be in the shop. That's the first thing. You gotta be there. You can't. I see barbers coming all the time. They want everything fall in their lap. They ain't got the hustle. They ain't got the heart. You got to be there when it's slow. You got to be there when you don't want to be there. The biggest thing is utilizing your time, because you can't get that back. You waste 3 hours a day. You waste 3 hours tomorrow. Nobody coming in. That's 6 hours. So of course, people are gonna get to the point where they feel like, I want to give up, and it's not popping. And then another thing is the newer generation. That's a little different from my generation. I know I sound old, but I am getting older, and that's just reality. But my generation, we come from the mixtape era.
Yeah, you're a millennial, right?
Yeah. So it's like, we come from the era where it was like you had to pass out your mixtapes and sell them to people and be like, hey, yo, hustle, like, run up there, you want to buy a mixtape? Now everything's digital. So everybody, the internet, as they say, the internet is making people lazier. I'll just post it on Instagram. I'll post a comment on Instagram and everybody follow.
Hopefully it go viral.
Yeah, it don't, you got to go back to the old school way, which is talking to people and using a little bit of internet too. Maybe I'm a little stuck more or less on the old school and not enough with the new school maybe. But I know what works. What works for me is going out and meet people they respect. When you go out and talk to them face to face, and part of networking is talking to people face to face. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I say, like I said, being in the shop, staying there when it's slow, staying there when it's late, and because there's tactics, it's like tricks to the trade. Like somebody coming there late, and I'm staying late to cut you. You coming back to me next time? Ain't no. Oh, next time you come in, no, I'm gonna make you mine. Like, hey, you come back in here, you better ask me, cause I stay late for you. And the people I've seen people do it, they come in, they be like, oh, next time they come in, they'll be like, I'll go to anybody. They'll be like, all right, bet, I ain't never cutting you. I ain't never staying late for you again. And I've seen them, they'll be like, they'll go to anybody next time. But some of the people, they'll come back to you, and then people see you like build up out of nowhere. They'll be like, damn, look at all these people coming in for you. And I'm like, yeah, I was staying late like all last week. I got like 10 new people. So it's part of like sacrificing. It's part of going the extra mile, and not being to the point where you're like, I want to go home. I feel like like, what you gonna do? Go home, smoke, play video games, watch a movie, waste more time?
Yeah.
You might as well get it in. So
be there. You might as well be there.
You might as well be there. You're already there anyway. So it's just about building yourself up, building your brand.
You said one thing I wanted to ask you about. Mm-hmm. This is kind of, it's not off topic, but like how you said some people go to anybody. Do barbers like actually get offended with people when clients cheat?
Hell yeah. They might, some barbers, they don't care, but they inside, they don't care what nobody say. I'm gonna keep it real. You're gonna feel some type of way, because it's like them. First of all, it's like slapping the face. Then it's like saying, damn, like last time you ain't even cut me that good. So it's like, I'll just take all that, bottle it up, and take it out on somebody's head. That's what I do. I call it taking it out on the next man's head. So that's what I do.
Cut me 10 times cleaner.
It's gonna be 10 times cleaner. Ain't nothing like a motivated barber. Ain't nothing like a barber who want to cut some hair. He gonna be like, man, I'm trying to kill this shit. So that's how, and that's why I kind of like I know like it's just my name, Kutmonger and stuff. But like when you really like look deeper into it, like that's like part of my personality. Yeah. Like I'm like on some Michael B. Jordan shit. Like I'm hungry about this shit. Like let's go. Like I'm trying to lace somebody up. I'm trying to cut their shit right. I'm trying to like, that's part of my ego. I get a lot of that. I get a high off of that. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody coming in, they're happy with my work. And like I said, when you didn't have nothing and you coming from nothing, and you being that barber that wasn't that good and guys laughed at, and then now you're like, you got the keys to the game. Like
now you're like the barber.
Yeah. Like I always say, like now that I got the keys to the game, I ain't never letting this shit go. Like once you find out, you know how to lace people, you know how to cut them right. Like you like, I ain't never letting go. So,
like I was gonna say, now it'd be people that I didn't even know went to you. Yeah. I just be like, oh yeah, I go to D. I'm like, oh, I go to D too. I didn't know me and him were going to the same barber. Yeah. At all. I didn't know that.
I thought like maybe you guys are referred because maybe you referred you or something like that.
I just found you.
Yeah. Sometimes it works like that, and then 9 times out of 10, I assume that most of the people come from being referred. And that's like another way of building up people. Yeah. That's like another one of my secrets. Like, good news travels and bad news travels twice as fast. So you want to keep a good resume. You want to keep a good name, because a lot of people, they jump in the industry and they're like, I'm going to post every haircut I do. I want everybody to come to me. You ain't ready for that. You ain't ready for everybody to come to you, because you might get a dude that's picky. You might get a cut you ain't ready for. So now you broadcasting all your cuts online and you really not that good yet. Now you starting to brand your chair. Yeah. Like now they like, oh, don't go to him. He really not that good. You done cut a whole bunch of people. You don't want to blow up too fast. You want to gradually evolve. You know
work
what I'm saying?
Into that.
And
build up to where you can handle that kind of clientele.
So you can kind of handle that.
How do you practice? Like, I know they got cosmetology school, but for the barbers who don't do that, how do you practice? Because there's hundreds of different styles of cuts, fades, designs.
It's a lot of. I just push myself. I think like in school, I always wanted to like to cut at a certain speed, or I challenged myself. Like the teacher, he'd be like, y'all get bored in here, challenge yourself. He said that one day to the class, and it's really talking about me. And I was like, damn, the teacher's actually talking about me, like giving me some props. And I was like the youngest one in school at the time, like, so I'm focused on, I'm like McDonald's. Like, don't get it twisted. Like, don't get me wrong. They don't have like the best food. Like, I'm not saying my cuts ain't the best. I'm not saying that. Like, just because it's quicker don't mean it's good. Yeah. But I'm focused on moving the line like McDonald's. Yeah. McDonald's they might not have the best food, but they move that line. Like they gonna move. You gonna get in. You gonna get your food. You gonna get out of there. And people come there every day. They one of the busiest franchises.
The busiest, I think.
People like convenience, and I'm not for I'm not a barber for everybody, and everybody's not the client for me, and that's okay. Because once I found my niche, once I found my spot, I knew what I was going to be good at. My thing is getting you in and getting you out with a good cut and getting you where you need to be and happy and staying on time. Those are the main things. Like I try my best to stay on time, even when I'm behind. It's not gonna hold me up. Yeah, I'm not gonna hold you there an hour. And it's about people want convenience, speed, and they want to be in and out. Nobody wants to sit in the barbershop all day. If you want to sit in the barbershop all day, you come. You can hang out after the haircut all you want and talk. People always tell me that. Oh man, I like taking my time with people and laying back in the chair, and that's cool. And that's beautiful and all of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get well. Everybody got their style. Like I ain't knocking nobody for their style. All I know is what I'm doing works. And I can't be everybody's barber. I can't. I've done that style. I used to when I first got where I was trying to lay people back in the chair, put them to sleep. We ain't trying to make love to the head in here. We trying to get you in and out, bro. Like we're not. No, we're not doing. I'm not fun to be rubbing on a man and putting him to sleep, bro. That's why I got in the industry.
Hey, that's crazy. That's exactly why I started to come to you consistently. Yeah. The first time I came to you, but I got before that, my barber. I don't say his name, but I was in his shop for 2 hours.
Yeah.
It wasn't a walk-in. I made an appointment.
Yeah.
For like noon.
Yeah.
I get in there. He cut 2 people's head in 2 hours.
Yeah.
An hour apiece.
Yeah.
Talking, picking up the phone, putting his clippers down every 10 minutes to have a full argument with somebody.
Yeah.
I was like, bro, I'm never coming here again. I was like, I need this cut today because I'm never coming back to here again.
Yeah.
And the next time I quit, I found you.
Yeah. And that's like I said, I'm not for everybody. Because I've had people tell me, they're like, yeah, man, last time I went to you, man, you kind of cut my hair too quick. And I was like, okay, what was wrong with the cut? And they were like, they couldn't say nothing. I'm like, that's what I need to hear. If you ain't got no complaint, okay, the tape up was leaning, the fade wasn't. I've made mistakes. Everybody cutting has made mistakes. Everybody's cutting has lost a person. Everybody is cutting has experienced some type of loss. And don't let anybody that's telling you that they haven't is a liar. I don't care how good you are. I've had clients come in from some of the hottest guys in the city, and they're like, yeah, I went to him, or they, it was too far. People like convenience. Yeah. So that's why I stay where I'm at too. People know where to find you at. You stay footed in one barbershop. A lot of barbers bouncing around from shop to shop. They don't have a lot of loyalty. Stick in one spot. If it's a high traffic area, stay there. Whatever's going on, get through it. Like you ain't getting into it. The owner, you're getting into other barbers. Stick it out. Like I've been through all that. I done got into with barbers, all of that, man. It happens. Like you'll have your beef. You have people trying to steal clients behind your back. You have all that. You gotta keep building, man. You gotta keep building because it's a revolving door. People gonna come, people gonna go. Military gonna move people. They're gonna go out of town. People like every year, I got a flock of them that go off to college. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like a whole generation will leave me. I'll be like, hey, bye, y'all take care. Y'all gotta move on with y'all life. Y'all can't stick here forever. So I'm building an army when they leave. Like right now, summer, a lot of them fixing to leave. They getting ready to go to college. They got to move on with their life. Yeah. So you better be building at all times.
I didn't even think about that too, because summer probably way busier. College kids coming back and stuff, and they leave back again in August, October. How do you deal with stuff like that? You just make sure you got clients that's gonna be there.
Building all year. I'm stacking them up on top of each other. I'm stacking them up like I don't know if you saw the new Ant-Man Quantumania. Yeah. But they was trying to climb all each other's heads. Yeah. And the reason being is because when you get to a point where you build up enough people, then you can sit back and then choose. A lot of people want to come in and choose. They want to choose, no, I ain't cutting that head, I ain't cutting this. No, you gotta cut everything you can when you first get in the game. If you get in, you better cut everything. Because there's gonna be people that you don't even want to cut that you need to cut because either they pay or they're consistent or they come in. Like you deal with that, but you cut them, because their loyalty and them being consistent is more than that. And it's, unfortunately, it's like that to the point where you just don't want to cut them no more. Till you outgrow them and you say, hey, look, man, I can't cut you no more. But like you said, I ain't gonna say no names, but there was a guy that came in, and 1 week he's like, I want my beard like this. Next week, he's like, I want my beard like that. Hey, I want the line all the way up here. I'm like, your hair doesn't grow up there. So now you're dealing with a delusional client that doesn't, now you're like, are we serious? Are we like, so then like, I don't want to make it seem like it's me because when you're in a shop, like you're dealing with a lot of energies. You got the energy from the other barbers. You got the energy from the clients that you're cutting. And then you got the client's energy that you're not cutting. So everything is on display. Everybody's watching at all times. So if this person gets up and they're like, "Hey, I don't like my cut, man. What the hell?" Everybody gonna look, and then the barber's gonna roast you, and then the clients in the lobby, you're gonna become a spectacle. Which you do most of the time when I did. Oh God, I'm putting it out there. Bump it. If I have somebody come in like that, like I said, why you stack up is so you can tell the person, look, I can't get you today. I'm behind. Look, you can go over here to this guy. So one of the guys, I said the piggy guy, he went to another barber. So all the other barbers, they're like, oh snap. They get an ego. I'm telling you, bro, it's an ego thing. Like if somebody else cut them, they'll be like, yeah, man, I'm gonna cut him over here. Yeah, I'm gonna really put him in the game. You know what? It was you. It wasn't him. I'm like, all right, you see. And then they deal with the same problem, and it's like, told you. And then it's like even clients can get blackballed in the barbershop. Like clients can get black, and that's what a lot of people think. Like barbers can be blackballed, but clients can be blackballed too, because if you see a kid coming in all the time, he's crying, he's wilding out. Hey, does anybody cut my kid? His normal barber ain't here. Nah, I ain't cutting him. I already seen what he do. So it's strategic, man. It's a lot of it's situational. It's like I know it's a funny analogy, but it's kind of like basketball and like football and like a lot of different analogies you use that actually make sense with barbering. Yeah. You know, like me, I'm like running and gunning. I'm trying to like, a lot of people are like, man, you cut fast. You can come in at 6 in the morning and be out by 12. I'm like, yeah, when I get older and when I see that's gonna work for me, but I'm not. I'll do what works for me when the time comes. When I get older, I'll transition out and cut in different ways. But for now, I'm getting it in, and convenience is the thing. People know that I'm reliable and know I'm going to be there. So that's a part of being a sustainable barber and building up a lot of people is being reliable too. Because if you hit a guy up, he's good. I've seen the greatest of them. I've seen guys that cut back when I couldn't cut as good as I can now. I've seen guys that cut better than me. I've seen guys that cut in the shop better than me. I had guys tell me to my face, I'm better than you. And guess what? When I cut somebody, when I cut one of your people, when your people see how I cut, they ain't never coming back to you. I have people just tell me that. Like, I'm like, all right, bet. Like, I'll like bet. Like it's same thing on the basketball court. Dude talking trash to you, man, I'm gonna lock you up.
I ain't know barbers in the shop talk trash like that.
That's trash, it's beef, it's all of that. It's like that's why I'm like so like kind of to myself with it, because it's like people are trying to always look for a chink in your armor. Yeah, he cuts fast, but I could do it better. He do that, but I do this or I do more, and it's very competitive, and it's very I don't know why. You'll find some barbers that are cool. Though. Everybody's not like that, but it is in the water. If I say it ain't in the water, I'll be lying. It is, especially if somebody at another shop that's close in your proximity. They're gonna be like, if your shop is across the street, they're gonna be like, nah, we do it better over here. It's just part of the nature. Yeah, it's cutthroat industry. Yeah. Like my old school barber teacher used to say all the time, it's cutthroat industry. It is, and like once I accepted that, everything else became easier.
Yeah, I guess because y'all are fighting for the same client, unless you got like a whole different niche. For the most part, y'all fighting for the same client,
You're fighting for the same clients, but the industry has changed so much over the last 15 years, and just Jacksonville itself, like because the population and the prices changed, everything changed. Like I come from an era where like a $20 client was like a rare thing. Like, oh shit, this guy just paid me $20. I gotta keep him. Like, and then like haircuts for $15, and it was like a time of like poverty in Jacksonville. And what happened is the population grew, inflation happened, prices went up. So now everybody's paying $20. Kids are paying $20. I come from an era where they're paying $10 a cut.
Yeah, I was going to say, when I was a jit, we would literally go to the barbershop. I think it was $10 for a tape up. It was $10 for a tape. Mom went there, she gave him a $20. Cut me and my brother. That was it. Now it's you not going nowhere in this city and paying $10 for a cut.
Man, you had to cut 10 kids. You on break. You like, man, I've been cutting. Boy, I've been cutting all day. You look at your pockets. You only got $100. Like.
So how you feel about the prices, like as far as like cut? Like, is there are there prices that's like, okay, that's unreasonable, like it shouldn't be that high? How you feel about it? It depends.
I'm torn because I've experienced both sides of it. Like, yeah, I've cut in a shop and cats throw me $100. I've cut at a Justin Bieber show where everybody walking in a room is like throwing me $100. They're throwing me like whatever I say, they're like, here you go. I'm like, damn. And I had to sacrifice for that. I had like a lot of clients that have come to the shop for me, And when I got the call, my homeboy's like, yo, you come down here and cut at the show. I'm like, yo, bet. I had to leave the people that had been sticking with me for years and people that were, and I thought people would be happy for me. Like like some of my clients, I'm like, yo, I got an opportunity to cut downtown. Nah, nah, nah. I can't make it back. Hey, somebody else get you. I had to do it. He was like, man, that's fucked up. I'm like, damn, like
That's
crazy.
At the end of the day, they just really need that cut. But it sucks that you don't have people that really like real. They be like, oh, that's what's up, bro. Go ahead. Like, I'll go get a cut somewhere else.
Yeah,
but that's when you can tell the difference. Somebody who like, hey, I'm just a client. Like it's just business versus somebody who actually care about you as their barber.
It's everything's situational because and that's why I think a lot of people kind of do rock with me because when they got something going on and they need me, I'm there. When it's like it's their birthday or something, like say it was your birthday and I did that, then you might have hit me with that. Damn, that's fucked up, man. You knew I didn't told you I had my party tonight, dog. I'm like, damn, but I got this call. Like that's almost like you and your homeboy finna have a birthday party. And you're like, hey man, I gotta go fly with this girl tonight. Yeah, you're like, man, come on, dude. Like
I ain't gonna lie, that's the reason why I stuck with you because it was 2020, and I was hitting my barber, bro. I don't know what he had going on, nothing like that, but my bro, and he was like, hey bro, slide the D. Yeah. And ever since then, it's been like 3 years. Yeah. I'm talking about every single time I don't gotta worry about nothing. I know I'm getting a cut.
You know you're gonna get a cut. You know you're gonna get in. It's gonna be an hour. You know it ain't gonna come out crazy. But
did it for Marion too. I think we was gonna go to his birthday, and I didn't even ask you to cut him. I was like, hey, just cut me. Yeah. He was like, I'm gonna get him in free. He would charge me if he did his cut on the spot.
Yeah. And I feel like it's situational too, because again, I'm not gonna say this popular artist just moved to Ponte Vedra about 2 years ago. He asked the owner to go get a cut at his house, and he was like, I ain't want to do it. I'm like, what? Why you want to go cut his hair? That's so. He's like, man, first of all, he called me up. This is how it rocks. I don't know about everybody's situation, but this particular situation is how it went. And this was stuff you got to prepare for. Like, say a well-known rapper hit you up, say you want their haircut. You go do it, right? They say they want to pay you like $500, right? But say they hit you up at 9:00 at night. You didn't plan on that. You like, damn. They like, it's kind of like when they say jump,
situation. That's when you got to pick like what I value more. Hey, I don't want this client, or do I want to sleep?
I want to come over here now, cut my hair now. Get over here. And not everybody's demeanor is like that. But what if you run into that demeanor and you being a real guy? Everybody ain't gonna. Some people are cool, but everybody's not. Yeah. You get around people and their egos are telling you they spoil, and you might have a nigga like tell you straight up, you might be cutting their hair and you talking, and they're like, man, shut the fuck up and just cut my hair. Like, you got to be like, like, what you gonna do? Yeah. Like, you gonna eat it, or you just, because you got to be
zero.
Yeah, you got to be humble. Because, like, you get in that situation because they're like, yo, we want you to come over here, move when we say move. And then you basically got to be kind of like a do-boy in a sense. You're going to get paid handsomely. And you can't, like, say that drive to Ponte Vedra might have taken 45 minutes. So you got to drive there. You got to set up. You got to get comfortable, take a deep breath.
You didn't get home to past midnight.
You late. Old lady hit my phone. What y'all going? What's going on over there? Oh, it's getting late. And it's not that, you can't get your freedom in your space. But it get late over there at 2:00 in the morning. Hey man, you doing more than cutting hair over there. But it might just be like everything is situational. Things change because it might be a party going on over there. It might be like, oh, hey, I want to get a cut too. It's cool. But now you didn't account for this other guy. You don't even know who the fuck he is. Yeah. And you don't go home. You like, I ain't never heard of this nigga. But he hanging out with your favorite rapper. So you disrespect him. Yeah, that's his homeboy. Hey man, that's my dog. You ain't gonna cut him up. So you got to be cool with everybody. Yeah. You got to be a chameleon. You got to be able. Everybody's not built for that situation, and some people are. Yeah. Some people thrive in it, and that's good for them. But you got to fit. You got to do what works for you.
Yeah, I can see that being like, all right, somebody doing that once be like, okay, celebrity world not for me.
It's not for. It might not be for me, or it might be for somebody. Yeah, for somebody who ain't got kids and stuff, or somebody got more free time. Somebody younger. But me, now that I've been doing it a while, but I say that, and then on the other hand, like once I got a taste of it, like I was like, yo, when I went to the show, I ain't gonna cap. When Justin Bieber show, that was the most amount of money I made in a little bit of time. Because the jokers was just...
Yeah, I think you cut me the day before you went to do that. You were telling me, I got Justin Bieber. I'm going to Justin Bieber show. I was like, that's crazy.
I'm like, yo, this... And I cut a couple couple guys around the city too. Now, when they come, I don't hit them that hard because for me it's easy. It's like breathing, but it depends on the caliber of the artist and stuff like that too. You know, and what they want. You know what I'm saying? Again, you may get a picky person who's a famous person. You that picky crazy motherfucker might be famous. So now you got a situation on your hands. So you gotta get them right because it but it's mostly everybody I cut is cool and stuff, man. You just want to maintain a good reputation. That's what it's about.
Would you be a celebrity barber if you had a choice? Like one of those barbers that like, oh, I'm on tour with Meek Mill. I'm doing his cut before every show.
I can't. Only because I got my son. I got two kids. Yeah. And they got their birthdays and graduations coming up. It's already hard enough for me to take off work. And I'm kind of already cemented in with the streets and everybody that comes in the local area. That's like, I can. You got to be one or the other. I feel like because it's hard to stay in tune with people that are local when you don't have a set schedule because they're gonna be like, man, I was going to him, but he every time I hit him up, like today he was here, but he's not. But I don't know. It's all about how you feel too. Because me, like once people start like going to another barber, I don't really want to cut them like that no more. Like once you start, because it's like I don't know. But if you well known and people want to come back to you and you're available, they can. But I think it's all about how you can make the game work in your favor. It's all about
that's how Leah be.
Yeah.
If she like see somebody get like a new tattoo in between,
yeah,
she'll really not want to do it. She's like, I don't even want to go. I don't want to put my work next to their work.
Like, I don't want to do it. Yeah, because it's like now if I'm out of town or something came up, cool. If I push you to another barber, I just couldn't do it that night. I had somebody hit me up the other night. They're like, "Yo, I want you to cut me up late." I'm like, I can't do it tonight. Like I ain't got it in me because first of all, sometimes they call me at the last minute. I like to know at least an hour. I like to know when I wake up that I'm staying late. I like to know what I'm doing the next day when I wake up. I don't like
spurring. That's respectful too. Yeah, you should respect your barber's time enough to let them know that.
Yeah, I'm not trying to just be controlled in a sense. Like, hey, get over here and get this $15. Like, get over here and get this $20.
That's crazy.
And some people think they really can control you like that. Like, so
people at least tip when they do that.
You're gonna pay a little extra. If you got me staying late, it's gonna be a little extra on top. Okay. Because what happened is I used to be like, so I'm just a nice guy, and my niceness is like really become like a part of my weakness. But I don't want to change who I am because and I want to become an asshole just because people are taking advantage of it, take it out on good people. There are people I cut for free, and there are people I give discounts to, but when I don't put my foot down, sometimes people just take advantage of it. Oh, okay, that's it. Okay, just that. So then I'm like, okay, I'm not just staying late, it's extra. And I had to start hitting people, bro. I just, it's situational. Knowing when to and when not to. Those are the main things that, decision making. It's like I said, going back to sports, it's like coaching. You gotta know when to call a certain play. You don't want to punt the ball when it's second down. You don't call that play. So if this cat coming in and he always pay you 40, and you got another guy getting ready to come in 10 minutes, but he an old guy and he's not really gonna play. He ain't got nothing to do. Run that play. Hey, come on, I get you. I'll be behind on the next cut. Come on, let's get this. We're gonna turn that 40 into 60 real quick. And them old cats, I don't be charging them like they don't really be having a lot of hair. Like some of them just don't try to tax everybody. Like I don't just me personally, I don't believe in that because I know what it's like to not have. So I know what it's like to even be able to afford a haircut and not be able to afford a haircut. So be lenient, have a heart sometime, and that shit'll come back to you. People will remember that. And that's why I think I have such a good track record. I've taken my L's. I'll take my L's when they come. Some people get over me, they do, but treat people right, man, and be situational sometimes. Don't always look for just me. Like, because somebody might really be going through it, and you'll be there. But then again, the game is fucked up. Niggas be on their last leg, man. D, I'm down and out, man. He put me up free. Cool, I got you, man. I got you, dog. You've been coming a long time. I ain't gonna leave you out there hanging. Thanks, man. Thanks, D. Next 2 weeks later, you see him on Instagram in somebody else's chair. Man, this motherfucker done skipped it. So it just, long as you get yours, that's all that matters. As long as you win, that's all that matters. People gonna move around. They're gonna bounce around. That's like, I learned to kind of accept that. I used to just like really, really piss when people did that because I needed it. Yeah. And it hurts when you ain't getting it like that, and then people already. So then you got to look in the mirror and you got to be like, maybe I'm not doing something right. Maybe I'm not fading good enough. Maybe I'm not. Maybe I need to double check my lines. Maybe I am getting through it a little too fast. So looking in the mirror is a major thing, and even when you think you got it, you might not. You might be delusional. You know, like I remember that. I remember that one time, like when I was younger, I came to the realization like I wasn't as raw as I thought I was, and I was like, damn, maybe I'm not as good as I think I am. I turned the motherfucking chair around in the mirror and put that nigga head in the mirror and looked, and that nigga shit was crooked. I was like, oh, I was like, it's true. I'm not that good. So then I was like, nah, we're gonna tighten up. We're gonna double check our shit. You know, and it like I said, it becomes second nature.
Yeah. So when did you like realize like, okay? I know you said at first you was like just doing it for fun. When did you realize like, okay, I gotta love this. Like it's like a passion kind of thing.
I knew it was getting better when every year I was growing. I was like, okay, because I was gonna go in the military at one point. Like I was like, it was like, yo, you're gonna be 22. You're running out of them young years between the ages of 18 and 22. Whatever the fuck you do, your first 4 years of high school is gonna kind of cement. That's your youth right there. A lot of people think you young. Oh, I'm 20. I'm 23. I'm still young. Nigga, you ain't in high school. You ain't just get out of high school. You push 25. 23 is 25. 25 is 27. 27 is 30. Motherfucker, 31 is 33. 33 is 35. 37 is 40.
You push 40.
You getting up there. Round that shit up. Round that motherfucker up. So, because you closer to mid-20s, because like I realized it when I started looking at all high school kids. I'm like, I'm cutting niggas in high school. I'm like 21. I'm like, yeah, I just graduated. I'm like, shit, no, I didn't. Like, that was 3 years ago. So I was like, that's why I said at one point, I started kind of getting locked in. Remember, at first I was fucking off. I was 18. I was cutting hair. I paid off my debt. I was living a fucking 18-year-old's dream. Like, I live right over here, right? I live right over there in Lindsay Terrace, man. I started stunting, bro. I had a candy paint on the car. I had gold chain. Niggas thought I was selling dope, and I was cutting hair. Like, my situation is different than everybody's situation. So that's why I like when I see other people doing stuff and I see them like stunting and shining. That's what's up. But I'm not mad at nobody. Good. My situation was a little more humbling.
Yeah.
You know, I was 18. Yo, you're not living with mom and dad. You go move out here, which was for me, it's not the roughest places, but shit happened out there. People got shot out there. People, it was Section 8 people out there, which means niggas was coming from the north side, moving over here, watching everything you did. I remember going through the breezeways and like it's like niggas posted up watching everything you fucking do.
Especially if you flashy. Especially if you like you got it.
And I was like at 18, that was everything. I wanted all that. I was like, man, I want niggas to see I want the girls to see the chain. I always want to be clean. I want what everybody else wanted. Why wouldn't I want it? Why would I not want it? So shit happened. Like niggas was peeping game. Like niggas was trying to break in the apartment. Like, you know, I could go into that. That'd be a whole nother podcast. Like I could talk about stories where I got jumped, you know, dudes kicking in the door, you know, trying to rob, like people breaking in the apartment when I wasn't there. Like that's why I just became like kind of like
playing the background.
Yeah, I just kind of playing the background, became an introvert because and then really I like see how people treat me when they don't think I'm not doing anything because then I can really see who they are.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like when you got it all, everybody wants to be your friend. When you stunting, everybody want to be your friend because they want a piece. They want to take what they can from you and translate it over to themselves. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like they want to pop bottles with you because they want to drink. They want to be in the club with you when you balling because they want all the girls to come over there and be around you. They want to take some of your energy. Like, you know, that's why I'm like, I just got to myself, man, because I was just trying to live, to be honest. Like, if I make it out of what I make it out and just be to myself, chill out and just be, right? And I ended up going full circle, going from not having to wanting to getting to going back to not showing or acting like anything and just becoming more reserved.
Yeah.
To this, and I came full circle, and that's how I started understanding life more. Like, that's why y'all say, oh, rich people don't have all that. Rich people don't do this. Rich people don't do that. And you're like, yeah, you're right. Rich people like to blend in. It's funny that we go full circle. We start off one way. We want to be stunting and we want to show off. And then we end up going back to like not wanting to show everybody everything we got. At least some of us, you know.
Yeah, no,
most people see what come with it.
They see
it's
what
a
come
difference.
with
It's a
it.
difference between being rich and being wealthy. Like wealthy people, they know what not to spend their money on.
They really don't care.
And somebody watching is somebody jealous. And jealousy, remember, jealousy and envy are two different things. You know, somebody would want to take your life because of jealous envy. They could be jealous envy because the woman you talk to. They could be jealous envy because how much money you make. They could be jealous and envy because just how you look. And so that's just how it is, man. Sometimes people want to be in your shoes. But I mean, that's just gonna come with territory.
Yeah, everybody want to be best interest.
It's gonna come with territory, bro. That's just life.
Especially success. Just when you successful, people. When you successful, it's gonna always be somebody that's mad. That's not them. No matter what you're successful at, whether you got a lot of money or got a lot of fame, a lot of people know your name.
Yeah,
you're like, dang, I want that.
Yeah, I really like when I first started. I really wanted to be a rapper. That's what I did. That's what I did. It's like I took out all my frustration. I go home and record in my studio over here.
You still record?
Nah, I stopped, man.
I was say,
I got a little older, man. I was gonna spit something. I was gonna spit something if you threw a beat on. I was gonna say, I don't know why I thought of that shit.
I thought we don't.
Yes, sir.
I'm just saying they gonna do the rap thing.
Today. Let me know.
I started off like that. That's why I never really branded myself as a barber. I never put myself out there like D the barber, because I believed in myself, like anybody with common sense should, anybody that, because people some people saw the potential, and I got a lot of good feedback, and people was like, yo, you can spit, yo, you got some shit. So I was like, damn, I'm feeling myself. But what happened is I just got so involved in the barber game, I started making, a good living off of it. I started being able to get on my feet, get from my own, get from moving with roommates to get my own apartment, to buying my first car, to building up my credit and being able to do things that I wasn't able to do. And sometimes you're chasing your dream, but your reality is what's in front of you. What's in front of you right now is what you're going to focus on, because you got to eat today.
Yeah.
The rap shit ain't putting no food in my stomach right now. Me going to this barbershop, putting money in my pocket, and I can eat whatever the hell I want to eat tonight.
Gotta learn to balance that.
And then the lifestyle, man, the lifestyle that comes with that is you got to be about that life.
Are you a rapper?
You got to be about
that life.
Like
they said, that's the most dangerous profession in the world.
Dangerous profession in the world.
So much come with it.
It's you're gonna say something on that mic, you better be ready to back it up. You're gonna go from show to show, and it's gonna be some niggas talking shit right there in your face, and you gotta be ready to, it comes with territory, it comes with success. So you can't be afraid of success, and you can't be afraid of failure. So you gotta find a fine line in between somewhere, and just go. And sometimes what you gotta do, like I was telling him the other day, because I'm a thinker, and sometimes you can't think too much. That can hurt you too. You know what I'm saying? You call timeout. Beep. Okay, shit, we're gonna run this play right here. Okay, what if this goes wrong? Shit, what if that goes wrong? Damn, okay, that's going on. Hold on, man.
You only
the
got
time,
30 seconds.
30 seconds done ran out. You spent so much time thinking, now you done ran out of time. So you have to know yourself, and the most important thing you need to know about yourself is you need to find out your own weaknesses. Because we all know what we're good at, we all know what we like, but you have to find your own weaknesses. You gotta face your fears and choke them motherfuckers out. And that's how you build yourself up. That's how you become better. The same thing correlates back to barbering. Your greatest strength. My football coach used to say this. You're only as good as your weakest link. You're only as strong as your weakest link. So you need to find that and fucking destroy that shit. That's why I said with the haircuts. Damn, I don't think they're good. Get that shit right. Oh, my fades in it. Get that shit right. My customer service. Get that shit right. I ain't on time. Get that shit right. Whatever your weakness is, focus on that. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what's going to make you a better person. Anything in life, it correlates to anything in life. Find your weakness. Your weakness might be gambling. You spending all your money on gambling. That's why you can't get right. No matter how much money you make, you're only as good as your weakness. You just made $2 million on the Powerball last week, but you just spent it all back on gambling.
Yeah.
So you're hurting yourself. And most of us, our biggest enemy is ourselves. So growing up and maturing and getting older, I didn't want to get older. Nobody wants to get older. I want to be young forever. But as you get older, one of the things you do learn is more about yourself. And you're always on the journey where you're growing. You should be. People talking about, I don't change. I ain't never changing. That ain't good. You want to be around motherfuckers that's changing. You don't want to come back 10 years. People come see me and they're like, yeah, you D, you're still cutting hair. Okay. Yeah, that's what you see. I mean, you only see what I want you to see. But what you don't see is everything else, So I might be cutting, but everything else in my life has changed as well. Credit score, stuff like that. So it's just all in how you look at yourself in the mirror every day. Find out if you're a procrastinator. I was a procrastinator. That's why I got my notebook now every day. I tackle that shit early. Whatever it is, that's the most important. Tackle early in the week, early in the day. Get it done.
I need to do that. Yeah.
Check that shit off. Check that shit off, man. A notebook. I was talking about it the other day. I know it sounds like it's just a minuscule thing, but writing down your thoughts, writing down ideas you have, writing down things you got to do. I'm naming 5 different categories in your notebook right now that you could probably fill up a whole page with. I could write down the whole, like I just told you, take a page, write down everything you need to do. And do means everything. Like I gotta go home, do laundry tonight. I gotta cut the grass. I gotta clean my car. I got all of that shit on top of just regular shit. And then you talking about finances, things that you need to buy. You gotta focus just on that. And then things that you want to do, investments, like there's so many things. Then you gotta write down enjoyment, things that you want to do, places you want to go. Okay, when do you want to do them? Take those places that you want to go, put that shit on the calendar, plan that shit out, and focus on it.
Yeah, that's such a big thing.
Yeah.
Like, you manifesting it too, like writing it down.
Yeah.
You keep looking at it and be like, okay, I'm going to knock that out. And once you check it, it's probably a good feeling.
Yeah.
I'm so bad with that because my mom, she been telling me like, for years, get a book, get a notebook. I'm like, nah, I got it in my head, I'm good.
Yeah.
And I forget.
Yeah.
I forget things.
I feel like another thing we probably need, like in our community or around each other, is mentorship, which is like,
that's a big thing.
Yeah.
That's a big
somebody get on you, stay on you. And it's not like I'm gonna just blow your phone up and be like aggravate you, but everybody gotta be on the same page.
Always have somebody in your corner.
Especially I feel like, especially with like a lot of, like everybody needs it, especially like young black men. A lot of young black men don't have their dads.
We don't have our dads. We don't have no type of.
So like you don't got nobody to look at to be like, okay, this is what I should work to, or this is how I should move. So you just guess.
You just guessing. You trying to figure out life as you go.
Yeah.
And like I said, that cycle hits. Next thing you know, you ain't a spring chicken no more because you're older longer than you're younger. And that really didn't resonate to me that I got older. And I was like, damn, you are. Because by the time...
And you got about like 20-something years of being young.
20 years of being young.
And
the first 18 years, you're still a kid and you graduate in high school. So you like...
First 10 of them, you barely remember.
You're like, shit, I'm 18. So really you got from like 18 to 30. And I ain't saying 30 is old, but
you're not hanging out with 20-year-olds no more. You're 30.
By the time you get 30, you start looking at life differently because then the clock starts ticking. You start saying, damn, I got 10 years. Now I only got 10 years. You went from having 20 years to having 10. And then you hit 30 and you be like, damn, I'm better off going in the military because I could have done 10 years by now. I've been halfway retired.
People start looking at you different too.
If
you 30 going to that same college party, them kids are like, are you 30? Why is you with us, bro?
He ain't graduated yet. He's still here.
What you doing?
Why is he still here? So it's like I'm telling you, you don't really got as much time as you think, and you got to stay focused. Sometimes you're going to have to put stuff on the back burner, but also put your priorities first on that list. You know what I'm saying? Like the little things add up. Like I know I sound like a parent, but brushing your teeth, flossing. Because when you get older, you can't be like, hey, mom, I'm covered under your dental insurance still, right? And that's the shit people don't think about. I see, bro, I could just go down so deep down a rabbit hole. Like, it's like people come in the shop and they be like, oh, we're going on a trip. And I'm like, bro, you got a whole black tooth in the front. You need to get that fucking drilled in. Floss your shit, brush your shit, because that shit will add up. And you'll go to the dentist one day and they'll say, hey, man, that's 10 grand. Your whole mouth is going to cost 20 grand. You're like, what the fuck? I ain't got that money. So now you walk around with no teeth. So that's another thing, like the little things, keeping your car clean, doing laundry, all the little things. It takes a lot, bro. It takes a lot.
That little stuff add up. It makes a big difference.
Yeah. Like it adds up. And what happens is once you get the snowball rolling, when I'm saying like mentorship, like everybody get on the same page. Every Monday, y'all be on the same frequency. Hey, we gonna clean our cars today. We're gonna knock down early in the week. Hey, Zay, you did your shit. Hey, hey, did you call this company? Did you y'all have a list and stay on each other about it? Because nobody else is gonna do it for you. People always talk about, like, we got guys coming to shop, sweep the floor. D, you so hard on the kids. You so hard on people. damn right, I'm hard on my damn self. Why would I go light on somebody else? I'm hard on myself. I'm my worst critic. But we strive for perfection. We strive for greatness, and this shit ain't gonna come easy. Ain't nobody gonna hand you shit out here.
So how are you hard on the young kids that come in and sweep?
I'm hard on them because I expect excellence. I expect you to be on your job. I expect you to be hungry. Hey, get up. Hey, get over here. Come sweep. Take it. Hey, you missed the spot. Because those are the ethics that they grow into. If people always let you get by, when you grow and they get older, they're gonna be like, "Hey man, did anybody ever show you how to sweep before?" No. And it goes back to what you said. We got black fathers there. We ain't got the fathers there. So it's just all a cycle.
That's a good way of thinking. I ain't even like it's the small things, like you said.
It's the small things.
They'll look back and be like, yeah.
That's a big thing. So people don't realize that. And I never noticed how many people don't get that put into them until I got to the age I got older. I look at people around me. I'm like, bro, you really got no hustle.
Yeah.
And you don't care that you don't got no hustle.
Yeah.
They don't even matter to you. Like, that's crazy to me. Because, like, when I was working, like, my granddad, I started working at probably 12, 13. He gave me allowance for that. After that, he was like, you got to work. He bought me a lawnmower. He's like, you going to go cut yards, make your own money. Winter came, I blew my money the first summer. I was asking for allowance. I was like, grass not growing no more.
Yeah.
He said, why you ain't save your money? He said, you knew grass was going to stop growing. Winter was going to come. Yeah. Why you ain't save some money? You could have bought you a rake and been raking yards. Let leaves start falling. But just little stuff like that make you think when you older about you got to always know stuff going to change and be ready for that and to work for that. But it's just that's something that's real small, he said. Yeah. But I'm 20 and I'm still thinking about it, how I move now.
Yeah. Man, it's so much that I just feel like every day I gotta be fucking tired when I go to bed. People talking about I can't sleep. That means you ain't doing enough. You if you tired, you going to sleep at night. I got insomnia. I'm worried about all this stuff. That means you ain't doing it. I mean you got something you ain't got done. And I'm gonna tell you this: your motor is running strong now. That motor ain't gonna be running like it is when you get older. You're gonna become more simple as you get older. You become more laid back. And you're not going to be able to get up. So do all the hardest things and believe in yourself while you're young. Because like they say, as you get older, your beliefs start to go down the drain. A lot of people that never stop believing, even like the baby, he started rapping when he was like 32. A lot of people didn't know that.
That's crazy. I didn't know that.
I knew he was on the older side.
What's his name? 2 Chainz.
Yeah.
2 Chainz blew up like 30-fold.
Yeah.
And people, he said everybody around him was like, hey bro, get it up.
Yeah.
Like, let that go.
Yeah.
Now he doing great.
Yeah, he's doing great. Even a lot of actors. It's funny. Like I go back, like when I was young, I wanted to do everything. I wanted to be a damn movie star. So it's funny, but that's just how it is. When you're young, you got a lot of belief in yourself. Just never give up on that. That's another thing I'll say if I can go back, talk to myself when I was younger. And 9
times out of 10, all the dreams that most people have, they could have went and actually go. And did those things and they actually did their research, sat down and honed in and locked in on what they wanted to do.
And understood it wasn't gonna happen overnight. I think that's what a lot of people fail is not understanding hey man, it's gonna take time. You gotta put them hours in.
I think that's the biggest thing. I think the biggest thing with the youth is, everybody wants everything overnight. Everybody wants to take a song that they did or a video they did, put it on Instagram and wake up and they blew up overnight and it's just their whole life just changed and it's just oh shit man, that shit popping and they ain't never gonna bro.
People delusional.
It can happen, but the chances of it are
that's the 1%. The other 99% done. Like they done grinded because people see that one dude. Oh, he just dropped a song on TikTok and went viral. The other 90% of artists that's popping, they were artists for years with nobody listening to their music, doing no streams, pushing it out, nobody buying it, and didn't stop, and then they blew up. Like Jack Harlow, like he showed now he's popping, but he showed a video where he was in high school. He was performing for 6 people.
Travis Scott.
Yeah, before that, it was 6 people in his concert while he was there. But people don't want to go through those stages. They want to just get to where he at now.
And even with the rap game, I can go in detail. I'm gonna just try to keep it short and sweet with that. A lot of people are making music that sounds like somebody else's music that's relevant now. But when the music game is always changing, it's always evolving. So you can't sound like somebody now and expect to blow up and be the next hot thing. They're trying to transition to the next sound.
Can't get popped off the trend.
Yeah, you gotta be different. You gotta be different and just keep being different and being yourself. So and like I said, it's just not gonna happen overnight because anything that happens quick, if you don't have a plan, it's gonna disintegrate just as quick.
Like I say, those people that did blow off TikTok, how long they gonna last? You gonna have longevity like Drake, or you gonna be in and out like
Be that TikTok
songs.
guy.
It's a dude. It's some dudes. I forgot what they said. Man, that song is so aggravating. It's the Biggie song.
Oh, I hate
You know
that song.
Biggie, like, bro, like,
hate that song.
it's trendy and shit and
Yeah.
all that. But my thing is this: okay, you blow up by accident. Now you gotta have another song to follow up with that. While everybody listening, you better drop some hot shit because they're not going.
Ice did that.
Yeah.
I will say Ice Spice did do that.
I
People thought she would be a one hit wonder.
I thought she was gonna be.
She came back with 2, 3, 4 bangers.
She came back with some bangers.
Now she
I was
sick.
wrong.
Now she said, now she got a Nicki feature, a Taylor Swift feature.
Yeah.
But yeah, I thought too. I was like, this much, nobody's gonna hear about her ever again.
It's so many people that sometimes you can get it just work out for you and sometimes it don't.
That's capitalizing.
Deja Low. She was popping at one point. And then it was kind of like, you know what I'm saying?
I say what?
Come on, Deja Low, what, Dirk and all that? What?
What's that chick? Try Me?
Yeah.
Yeah. She with Dirk in them now?
No, she
She
was.
was dating Dirk. She been
Like 2017. That's my Beyonce song.
After that, I mean,
After that was like 5 years ago. So I don't know what happened after that.
Damn.
But yeah, that do happen too, and people really do expect that. Like people DM Leah all the time because Leah wanted to do like a mentorship program for other young tattoo artists that was in her position. But people literally like they want to start making the money Leah makes like in a week. I'm like, I realize Leah been tattooing since she was 14. She's 19 now. That's 6 years of work that went into this. Like she didn't get here like that.
And that's why building up the long-term plan always is better because the dude that been grinding, going to the studio, dropping song after song after song after song, when his shit finally pop off, his catalog is big. So now, how many times have we heard a song and we're like,
yeah, you go find the rest of the stuff.
Oh, hold on, this nigga got another song. This shit right
all the time.
Now all this shit is blowing up on all different levels, and now people want to hear more of him. So as opposed to somebody like they dropping a song and now they can't follow up with it. Now it's like that's why I say it ain't about just having a hit. You got to keep that same energy. You gotta. Okay, you did good at the shop last week. You got to come in next week with that same energy because I done seen barbers get in the shop and they like, damn, I balled out last week. Last Saturday I made a grip. I'm gonna go to the mall and blow this shit. I got the game on lock. And they love me. Next week it's slow. Now they done fucked up the bag. Now it's all fucked up. And now you got to know how to manage your money. You got to know how to manage, bro. There's so many levels of fucking discipline and so many levels of shit around you that you got to overcome as an adult that ain't nobody gonna be able to carry this shit for you. Ain't nobody gonna be able to hold this weight for you. You're gonna have to be healthy. You're gonna have to manage your money. You're gonna have to manage your relationship. You're gonna have to manage your investments. You're gonna have to manage focusing on doing better at what you do. So, and everybody wants to be clicking on all levels at the same time. And it's hard to have straight A's. It's hard to have shit. In one class, you're gonna just be better than the other. Sometimes you pick up your grade in one class, and the other class it goes down. So it's just bro, it all comes down to time and using your time and being effective with your time and not having time to just fuck around and monkey around. Because I'm going to tell you what, bro, like whatever you fucking doing, put all your fucking energy and mind into that shit now. Because, I'm not saying you're just going to wake up and get old, but you don't want to waste the time you got either. Yeah. You want to have some time like game coming on tomorrow night and shit. The other night, I didn't even watch the game. Because I was like focused on getting some other shit done.
Yeah, you don't get no time back.
Yeah.
My granny used to tell me, it's 2 things you'll never get back in life. You're dead in a minute.
Yeah.
You'll never get a minute back. So once it's gone, it's gone.
Yeah. And you do want to have fun too. That's probably my thing. Like sometimes I get so locked in, I'll forget to even take a trip sometimes. But, that's why I said plan stuff ahead. Plan ahead.
How does that work as a barber? Like vacation and stuff? Because people do want you there when they want you there. So like, how do you tell people, hey, I'm gonna be gone for 8 days? Like how does
I just took a trip to Jamaica in January. That's the first time out the country. Shit, I'm glad I made it back home. I ain't know if I was gonna make it back home. To be honest with you, I had got into it with some dude out there. I ain't know if that nigga gonna make a phone call. Hey, let me shoot this motherfucker off. So I was like, because for me, I felt like you going out of country with your girl, and we went solo dolo, and it's like I'm the only one protecting her. I gotta make sure she get home, so I'm walking around kind of like I ain't saying my chest puffed out, but I'm on guard too because you gotta be careful. Shit, motherfuckers ain't doing investigations over there like they doing over here with top notch. They going home, going to sleep, so they ain't thinking about that shit. Okay, yeah, something happened today. I'll worry about it tomorrow. But long story short, going back to what you asked, knowing ahead, planning ahead. I started telling people a whole month out. I put it on my app. I put a little message on there. Yo, I'm not gonna be here. Da 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 da. I told everybody in their face, look, I ain't gonna be here this Saturday. Look, I ain't gonna be here this Saturday. Look, I ain't gonna be here this Saturday because I don't need you going to him. I know you've been eyeing him, and as weird as it sounds, cutting hair is like having a relationship. You gotta let them know what's going on, like, because I'm gonna tell you what, these dudes in the shop that's looking at your client, and his client says, the barber looking at the client looking at the barber. All right, I always did want to get in your chair, right? Ever since the first time I saw that fade over there. Like, niggas be like that. Niggas should be like a relationship. Like, shit is a relationship in there. Like, a whole nother level of, like, to where I call it fade watching. Like, niggas get in your chair and be like, man, he put out a pretty good haircut over there. Niggas, turn your head over here and start fade watching, trying to watch other fades and shit. So it's like, and then other barbers will talk to your client. They'll develop, hey man, what's up? They start dapping up your client, getting all comfortable when they come in, and then one day you ain't there, and you're like, yeah, I went to him. Oh, you been wanting to go to him. So what I try to do is I try to keep that relationship real tight with them. And some people are like, I only want you to cut my hair, so that's cool. What I do is I tell them, when I went to Jamaica, I left on Saturday. I was like, fuck it, I gotta miss the Saturday. I cut a lot of their hair early in the week. When they booked for Saturday, I called them up early in the week. I ain't gonna be here. Can you come tonight? Boom. Like that night before, I was like up there late, and I ended up actually making the same amount I would. I had the day off, and that's when I really started realizing, like, this year, like, I have sacrificed so much and bent over backwards and become this guy that's whenever they call, I answer the bell. D, I need you. I'm there. D, I want you. I'm there. Hey, can you stay? I'm there. I'm with you. So now I need y'all to bear with me some. Either wait till I get back, and then sometimes that hurt too, because sometimes you get back and you have a whole bunch of people overloading. See, my style of running and gunning and having a bunch of people, sometimes it can hurt because I got back and now I got a whole bunch of people waiting for me. Yeah, we've been waiting on you to get back. They like ready to jump me. They're like standing out front, like, yeah, let's go. And I'm like, damn, I just got back off the trip. I ain't even in like locked in mode, ready to cut like that.
You still in vacation
I'm
mode.
still in vacation mode. So it's like, so I just hit them up early in the week, let them know ahead of schedule. That way, planning ahead, letting them know, and you ain't gonna be able to get all the money, And then what I did was I actually left my appointment book open. I'm like, if I seen somebody book, I'll text them, bing, hey, I ain't there, right? And the reason I left it open is because if you close it off, they're gonna be like, oh, I just walked in and I was looking for him. Then you can't communicate. You don't know what's going on. But I left it open. It's just a technique I do so I can communicate with them. At least tell them who to go to. So hey, I trust this barber. This barber isn't like, if y'all two cut together, you have a mutual respect with some barbers. They're like, I ain't trying to keep your client. I'll cut him when you ain't here, but I ain't trying to keep him.
Yeah.
So those are the people I send my clients to. Go to him. Because last thing you do, you rather send them to somebody in your shop than to another shop. Another shop, they ain't never coming back. I just.
Would you ever open your own shop, like cultivate, so you can kind of cultivate your own environment?
I will one day, and there's a reason why I haven't yet, and there's a reason why I'm waiting to do it. But definitely open my own shop one day. Definitely open my own shop one day.
Yeah, I was gonna get to that.
And it's gonna be something different. I'm not saying it's gonna be like the best, craziest thing about shop. It's gonna be my own touch, my own ideas, and my own way of doing it. And yeah, man. People been asking me for years, you should get a shop, but Jacksonville's all about location. And me knowing what I know about the barber game is location.
Yeah, like the best location is really taken. So you probably have to build something really.
You have to build, and that's gonna cost. Or you're gonna pay five stacks.
Top dollar.
Because my thing is this: nobody got a barbershop in St. John's Town Center. Everybody knows St. John's Town Center is one of the most popular places in Jacksonville.
You gonna pay.
But nobody has it. Even the biggest.
You'll be the only one.
Yeah,
you're right.
I'm not saying I'm over there because. Like even the biggest barbers, they're not there. Yeah. The biggest barbers in the city,
and probably because of that overhead,
so much traffic.
It's money.
You gonna cut, and you can charge premium.
You can charge premium.
They making money.
They pulling up in Lambos out there. I've seen all kind of cars that I ain't even seen.
I saw his and hers years. I went to the Ruth Chris shop that they built.
Yeah,
they had a pink and a blue years.
Yeah,
I've never seen his and hers Lamborghinis to that day.
It's let's just say a lot of ideas in the air. There's some stuff that's this city doesn't have that can that could be brought here that even some cities don't even have.
You saw the new list put out. The Jacksonville's ranked like number 6 best place in the country to start a business.
It's growing. It's growing. It ain't like I said. It ain't like it was when I was younger. I was sitting in the barbershop. Some days I could only make $50. I gotta come in the next day and make $50. 2 days I only made $100. I gotta stretch that out. I gotta eat off that. So now you talk about prices going up. People charge 30, 40. You damn right I'm gonna be in there as much as I can. This is for all the days it was slower. I'm swimming in it right now. Yeah, come on. Who want a haircut? Come on, because I've seen the other side of it. I've been at a slow shop, and I always wanted to be great at whatever I did, no matter what it is. I don't care if we're playing Call of Duty. You ain't whooping my ass. I'm coming. I'm playing 2K online. I'm bringing that shit. I'm talking shit online. It's just the
hunger help you everywhere.
The hunger. The Black Mamba. It's a competitive spirit, bro. Like I'm very competitive, and I think a part of it is that too. Like and that's why some of the movies I watch, you have a character who's going against a force that's like overwhelmingly, they're dominant. You're not gonna beat. Yeah. You're like, I remember the Titans or some shit. You ain't gonna beat that team, but somehow, some way. So that's what courage is. Courage is summing up the balls to go against whatever's on the opposite side and going in. Like, fucking niggas don't give LeBron James enough credit. That nigga knew who the fuck Steph Curry was. He knew who the fuck Klay Thompson was.
72-9.
This nigga had to get on the court and play these niggas. These niggas hitting globetrotter shots and shit. These niggas are like something out of a fucking comic. And he got to go step on and play these dudes. And that's what I'm talking about. He came back 3-1. Nobody's ever done like that shit right there. That witnessing that in our time, that was some Jordan ass shit. That we can always look back and say we saw that shit. We saw that
against a team that almost went undefeated.
Yes. Yeah. To come back and be like, you know what? No matter what it is, I'm gonna rise against it. And it's just like it's healthy, like as long as you don't let it get to your head. You know what I'm saying? Like, because at the end of the day, they all just balling, they laughing with each other together. So it's not like they're not trying to kill each other. But it's like
maybe Kobe.
Everybody else. Kobe was like, don't laugh with them niggas. We trying to.
He laughed with his team.
Yeah.
He like, hey, bro, you just missed that leg. Why are you trying to talk to me? You got nothing to talk about.
Yeah, man. It's like, it's competitive nature is gonna push you.
I was gonna ask too. I know you talking about like those times you making $50, $100 like in 2 days. How like you ain't gotta go into details, but like how lucrative would you say being a barber is in comparison to other trades that you can get into, or how lucrative can it be? Cause I guess it's a wide range.
It's a wide range. If you go to the shows, you see like popular barbers that's making money. Those are people that inspire people. But it's all about what you want to be. You got to find that niche, and you can make what you want to make. That's the beauty of it. And then it's all about like what you're willing to put in. Because everybody wants to go from A to Z. They want to be like, oh shit, I'm a fucking barber that I'm making a whole bunch of money this year. But it's all about knowing people too. That might work out, but it's not gonna work for everybody. The lane is a couple lanes that's open. You got to find your lane, but it's very lucrative. I mean, think about it. I mean, you can make $20 in 30 minutes per se. So how much is average salary at one of these good paying jobs? It's like $20 an hour. Most people say, man, I want to work for $20 an hour. If you cut hair, anybody can start off charging $20, do 2 cuts in an hour, make $40 an hour. Now you make $40 an hour.
That's a great corporate job.
Great if you get over that hump.
Yeah.
If you can learn how to build up. If you're willing to stick with those slow, because some hours you ain't gonna cut it all. And even like me today, I had a couple hours I ain't had nobody. It's not guaranteed. That's why you have to have. It's all about numbers. It's all about numbers. And once you break numbers down, then you can figure out what's best for you. Yeah. And then what you want to charge and how much time, because time is money. It's all math. All of it is math. How quick can I make this amount of money? Because some like you have different kind of styles of barbers. It's just like kung fu or karate. Like you might have it's like MMA. Like let's say it's MMA. You got to do he do jiu-jitsu and he do karate. So my style is me cutting at a certain speed for a certain price for an affordable price. Yeah. I'm not gonna say I'm too high, and then you got a guy who's like, man, I prefer to cut slower and charge more. I prefer to charge like $60, but I'm like, I still cut 2 heads in the time that you cut one. He's like, yeah, but I only had to cut 1 head. And I'm like, yeah, if that one dude leaves you in trouble. That one person can leave me, and I'm still cutting over here. I'm still eating today. So that's why I take the numbers all day. I always take the numbers. I always take the McDonald's because McDonald's is gonna keep that line moving, and these high end restaurants
There's always gonna be somebody in their line.
Let's keep somebody in the line. We're gonna keep this motherfucker rolling.
Recession hit. People ain't going to see the roof Chris, but McDonald's gonna be wrapped around.
Gonna wrap around that corner. When the pandemic hit, people weren't going to them high end. A lot of them high end places were the ones that
they got shut down. Yeah,
they got hit the hardest. And I don't know if y'all know, if y'all watch Bloomberg, if y'all keep up with the economy. I keep up as much as I can with the economy, jobs, stuff going on, immigration and shit like that. They cutting off jobs right now. They telling immigrants, you can't work. China, we're not getting stuff shipped from China. China acting like we're going to war with them. Shit is affecting the lifestyle over here. It's going to affect us in one way or another. Yeah. Inflation. The only way to actually slow down inflation is to cause a recession. A recession isn't something that just happens. They cause it. Feds rising interest rates
on purpose. They do. They do it on purpose. And it's not even hidden. Like it's like you can go into like an economics class. They're gonna tell you like if inflation hits, they're going to put a recession into place because that's the only way to keep the numbers from getting higher.
Keep going because what's going on is the reason why inflation happens is because they actually said there's too much money.
People have too much money.
Too much money. Motherfucker, hold on. Y'all niggas got too much money. Something going on. Somebody scamming. Somebody doing something. Everybody eating. Yeah. We don't like that.
COVID, because COVID, they got scared of recession, so they put a bunch of money out. It was like, okay, y'all need to spend more money so these businesses stay open.
Niggas always don't know how to shut up and fucking get money and shut the fuck up. You always posting bans online and all this. They want to shut that shit down.
They shut it down fast too.
They want to. They
had to go for like a good 6 months. They said, y'all ain't getting too good over there.
Let's be real. They always been trying to keep us kind of under their thumb in America. You're gonna be poor in a minute. Hold on, y'all niggas millionaires now. Hold on, y'all building up. Hold on. We gotta slow this shit down. Too many of y'all are doing good.
Y'all took them loans and actually started a business.
You actually started a business. And I'm not saying that like they're trying to hold all black people down.
Y'all get what you're getting at though.
But
they don't.
The majority of y'all.
We gonna let somebody through the cracks. It's not you. It's not you. You gonna let somebody through the cracks. Not all y'all though.
You fucking learn history. When you learn about how Black Wall Street was and what happened to Black Wall Street,
teach you about that.
Yeah. He said, you see, he's teaching.
Yeah, he was telling me about how like old Black Wall Street and stuff.
That's another conversation for another podcast. Like, cause it's another rabbit hole. Like, I'm glad I got at the house because I be sitting at the house, bro. I just be to myself and my old lady. She like, we done been through a lot. Like, so that's what's caused us to be like that. We done been through so much dirt that I told him like, man,
how long have you been together?
Been together like 10 years plus.
Oh, so she been with you through most of this grind.
She been through me from having nothing. That's why one thing I can say about her genuinely is and she knows that no matter how much I came up, I never switched up on her. I never acted like, yeah, I don't need you no more because I'm good now. Like, nah, she was with me when I had nothing and she believed in me. Like, that's one thing I'll say. Like, that's why I like people meet me now and they're like, oh man, you brought your wife driving in this or that. And I'm like, yeah, or I don't mind doing that for her. And I'm like, I don't just do that because she looks good. I do that because when we didn't have nothing, she was still there.
She really held you down.
You can have whatever you like. I'm like T.I. because you believe in me and I'm gonna support you through thick and thin. So,
and it's hard to find people like that.
It's hard to find women like that, bro. It's hard to find women like that. And I could go into another podcast about how these women are nowadays.
They different.
They're different. They like, oh, a nigga gotta have this, nigga gotta have this, nigga gotta have that.
They be saying outlandish standards. Outlandish standards. I done seen, I go to USF, right? I done been in rooms with college girls that have nothing. They're just a regular college girl. Mm-hmm. Parents paying for school. They don't got nothing. Parents paying their car note. And I've seen them say, I'm not talking to nobody unless they're making $80,000, $90,000. You make $0. You don't have a job. You work at Chick-fil-A. What are you talking about?
They want Atlanta housewives lifestyle.
I'm like, man, what is you talking about right now?
They want a nigga to do everything for them and escape the realities of all the shit that I was talking about earlier that you got to stay on top of. Keeping your shit clean, finances, money, focusing on. They just want to wake up and not do shit.
Like, I be putting that on parents too, though, because a lot of girls that do have their dads end up like that because their dads teach them you don't need to work. They go through high school. Oh, don't work, man. I'm gonna pay for everything. His brothers and stuff working, but they teaching them. Oh, you don't need to do all that. You don't need to do all that. And then they get to that real world.
Yeah,
and it's like, oh, I I don't know what to do.
They become spoiled, and that's why I'm like, that's when I realized I had a really good thing too, and I was like, I gotta marry this girl because it's not a lot of women out here like that, and that's why like now, like I just go out.
You smart for that too.
Out. When you happy and you
a lot of
got
people don't realize that.
Yeah, I go out like I don't care no more. Like, I don't care if I go. Don't get me wrong. Some days I like to be dripped out, but I'm like I'm not looking for nobody. And most of the time they say that in relationship, guys when they get with somebody, they stop caring about how they look and stuff. And that's true to an extent, but you know, it's because you know what you got. And I'm not out here looking. So
yeah,
you know.
That's how I used to be. And then now I still don't care.
Yeah.
I just still don't care. I don't walk in with some Crocs, no socks.
TikTok. Because I know the ones that's catfishing, they just want to F with you because you wearing this or you got that.
That's why I started. I don't know if you noticed, I've been getting like cuts more frequently.
Yeah.
But because like I did notice, I was like, dang, I really don't be caring no more because I'm already locked in. I'm like, I shouldn't do that because you know what I'm saying, I should still want to look good for her because she still gotta like look at my live and stuff that day.
They want to see it and for yourself. It's
for yourself too.
It's for yourself. It's mainly it should always be for yourself.
And I know I was like, I do feel a bit more confident getting more cuts because not before I would literally get a cut like once a month.
You feel better.
Maybe.
I've been woofing it out, dog. Last I don't even know
why. How you woofing out and you cut hair?
Because I don't have time. By the time I get out, then I gotta cut my two sons. I'm like, damn, I gotta cut y'all. Y'all supposed to be the freshest kids at school. Yeah. Y'all supposed to walk in school and everybody else.
That's facts. I go like, if your daddy a barber and you don't got a lineup, I'm gonna clown you.
It's like
they gotta stay clean, boy.
And it's like I would want to go to another barber in the shop, but they be busy. I probably can go to another barber shop. It's just me. It's just me. I like when I'm grinding it out and I'm like going through like I might go through. I call it going in my shell. Like I got my own little phrases and shit, like my own little seasons and shit, my own little personal tests I put myself through. When I go in my shell for like 2 fucking months, I don't spend my money on nothing. I don't get nothing I don't need. I stay out the store. I'm focused on one thing only, and I like to get gritty. I like to get grimy. Like I'm
even if that's looking crazy.
Even if it's looking crazy, they're like, man, like. But then at the end of the tunnel, I might take me a trip. I might get a cut. I might go eat. I might go eat good. And one thing about me, I'm gonna eat good. I don't know. I work hard. I'm gonna eat good. I'm going to some of the top spots in restaurants. I'm really trying to find out how I can either turn that into a business, write off all that stuff, and see if it's okay to write that stuff off because you got to.
I mean, it depends on how you put it into what's your work life.
You can definitely write the gas that you drove, like
gas and all that. I'm trying to be proficient, and even with that, I need like a guy that's just professional who's just like, yo, I
get you the
all the
mileage
tax laws.
Yeah, because I try to tell Lee to do that when she travel. Come like, Lee, when you travel to go tattoo different cities and stuff, I'm like, yo, B&B can be a write-off. The gas can be a write-off. Like all that, come on, that's a business trip. Like you pulling a trailer full of tattoo supplies. That's a whole business trip.
Damn barber show in Vegas. I'm like, I could write all that. I could write the whole trip off. But that's why another reason why I wanted to like now that I started understanding how to like really use business, and I gotta be careful how I say this, but how to do things I enjoy with my business. So that way I can write it off. Not just me just going out to have fun, but incorporate it with my business. Yeah. So that way I can really maximize it because I'm gonna tell you like the reason like some of you see like some of these business owners and people that doing stuff they do is because they know all the laws. You know, the sneakiest criminals know the laws. So you know, there's not a dumb criminals and niggas out here stealing stuff out the store. They don't know no better. But the smart criminals, they'll go out there and steal a bunch of money out of the account.
They know as much as a lawyer.
Exactly. They'll be out of it in like a week. So it's all about, and that's why I said I gotta marinate my mind. I gotta put my mind and my thinking towards that stuff. I'll put a big R on my notebook. I put R. That's an R right there. That stands for research. Hey, write that shit down. Research this, how to do that.
That's good. You think like that too. Because even like you knowing that you don't know that stuff and need to look into it, put you miles ahead of the next person. Because a lot of people don't even know what they don't know to even start looking at it.
I was really like I don't want to say partially proud, but I was not proud of myself the other week because I was like, damn, you didn't have time to get on Instagram today. Because I was busy doing all those things. Oh shit, get back in there. But what you gotta do? Okay, shit, I gotta research that. Okay, boom. And then at the end of the day, I finally got it on my timeline, and our shit was blew up. Oh shit, I got a whole bunch of videos to watch now. That's my downtime. I'm getting ready to go to bed. Oh shit, look at this. Oh shit, that's funny. But it goes back to like I was telling him in URL the other day. There's 4 kind of people, and even me, like I said, I fell victim to one. You got thinkers, you got watchers, you got talkers, and you got doers. And you got motherfuckers. You gonna be one of them. You on Instagram, the watchers, the listeners, and the talkers. They love going on Instagram. They love talking about what they see. The watchers like watching what's on there, and the people that's talking like talking about it. Oh, you seen that shit? And then you got people that's doing the shit, posting the shit. People only go on Instagram. Use that for a tool for networking and business. When you look at Instagram, like I'm using this for business, you don't even look at it the same. You start looking at it like, damn, because the fucking go getters and shit, they like we use Instagram for business. That's why when you try to reach out to people and go on there and talk to these celebrities or get on there and talk to people, and they're like, damn, he ain't read my message, because they're not using Instagram as they're not just going to Instagram and look at what everybody else.
They ain't on it 24/7.
They ain't on it 24/7.
9 times out of 10, they probably got somebody else doing it for them.
Somebody else doing it for them. Market managers.
Yeah, so, I ain't gonna lie. I catch myself doing that too because I be on TikTok scrolling. I be like, hold on, let me make a video or something.
Like a zombie,
this man sees so many videos on TikTok,
bro. I be on there myself. Like, ain't nothing wrong with that. Like,
yeah,
I go on there.
We gotta stay on ourselves about it.
Yeah, like this month, I said I'm finna post every single day of June. Like, not a day finna go by. I'm finna post.
And that's business. And that's business. Yeah. Now you're on there like I'm using this for business.
Yeah.
If you're using it for business, you can't fault yourself. You're reaching out to people. Hey, I'm sending you a message. Hey, you mind rocking one of my shirts? Hey, you got a large influence. Hey, you mind?
It's the same thing when I'm going out, like out of town too. Yeah. Me and Uriel would be going out of town, stuff like that. And anytime we touch down, if you got an influencer, even if you don't, we what's up? What you do? Oh, for real? Let me add you on Instagram. Da, 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 da.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, everything.
That's how I'm trying to do that podcast too. Every time it's like, because I didn't think this happened, but it's been a lot of like high status people coming through, getting on the skis.
Yeah.
They had like 2 rappers come through, football player, now another football player came through and played for the Eagles.
Yeah.
So it's like, I didn't realize that. I'm like, oh, well, let me get your number. Let me see, like, if you want to do this.
Yeah.
And just like, I'm like, where's this happening? You say no.
I got people. Like, we have to link with that too. I got people that's like, how do I say this? Because I don't want to sound bad. Like, I have people that are very interesting. I'll say that.
Okay.
Like, you got a guy, I call it the conspiracy files. All he do is talk about conspiracies and stuff. Like, yeah, the government, I'll just sit back and let him talk. Like, I just want to hear what he got saying. That could be like a show right there.
Yeah.
I got all kind of guys. I had a lot of ideas. And like I said, I write a lot of, I don't have the setup and stuff, and I don't do it, but maybe we'll link on that on another and have them come through too. You know, because I feel like more people is better too. Like, you know, no weirdos, no people that's gonna come here and make your house, you know, feel uncomfortable.
Yeah, but you want interested people. You want somebody that people want to watch.
People want to watch. Like I can definitely have a slew of people. They've been asking, but I didn't want to do that at the barbershop thing. The owner would be like, "Damn, this ain't hey, what you doing here? You can turn my whole barbershop to a studio." Like, so I don't want to like.
I wanted to when I got my cut. Yesterday. Yeah, that was yesterday.
Yeah.
I think that's yesterday.
Yeah.
I wanted to record you doing my cut and then like talk and then kind of like chop that up into the interview. I couldn't find my tripod.
Man, I had one on. I got one on deck up there.
Oh, I should have asked you. Dang, I was telling Keen, I was like, yeah, I want to record the cut and then like split that up with the video. So
I got so much shit to do, bro. I don't even think I got. But that's good because I want to be busy. Cause like there's days I go home after cutting. Cutting hair to me is like so fulfilling and unfulfilling at the same time. Because on one hand you feel like you made money, but on the other hand you feel like you didn't do nothing, you didn't accomplish anything today.
Because you already had a level. You already like a high end barber.
You didn't accomplish nothing today. You just made some money. Like you didn't like. Today I accomplished some things by going to the bank and making some things happen and setting up certain accounts and stuff, moving forward business wise. But like as far as like me, I gotta make some haircut tutorials. I gotta do stuff like that. I gotta get at it.
Yeah.
You know, I've been talking about this for a long time.
You been understand like have you been looking into like how like the new platforms work, like TikTok and stuff like that work, like when it comes to the editing and stuff?
Yeah, I got editors and stuff like that. It's just by the time you get done cutting all day, by the time you get done, you want to go home. Then you want to have your presentation right. You want your station to look presentable. You want everything to look good when you do it. So there's a lot of the finer things I got to tweak up, but it's just a matter of, hey, planning it out. Every Wednesday I'm going to do this. Every Tuesday I'm going to do that. Every Monday I'm going to do that. And then just sticking with it. So,
yeah. And then you can build them up and schedule them too. That's what Leah do now.
Yeah.
Because she gets so busy certain days tattooing, she don't got the time to go editing and posting videos. She already got it scheduled in there, and Instagram just put the reel out for her.
I got a plug. I'll put you on about editing videos. She ain't gotta worry about editing videos. I give you the information.
Yeah, let me know that. She needs that. She be here stressed. She like
I was telling him about it. I got stuff like that. I got people to make logos. I got video chop up, fit Photoshop. Yeah. I've been working with the camera too. I've been trying to be like a little part-time cameraman. So
I was gonna ask what you got going on outside of cutting right now. At least whatever you know what I'm saying, comfortable talking about it.
Well, that's all good and the only reason I wouldn't be comfortable talking about it is because I feel like the more, it's like somebody said, the more you talk about something, the more you feel like you did it already.
Yeah, you don't want to like put out your plans and you ain't really
do it, and then you're like,
execute them yet,
bro. Like I'm so fed up with myself about procrastinating, not doing that. I almost don't want to talk about it because it's like it's like talking about it be making me not do it. Like people would be like, because people pat you on the back, oh, you gonna do that? All right, that. And then you're like, yeah, thanks, and then you ain't do it, so you feel like you did it, but you ain't do it. So
I did that so many times. Yeah. That's why I be just like, I just do it. I do it first without saying anything.
Yeah,
you might pat on the back after it's done.
Yeah,
I gotta do. Yeah, okay. Besides cutting, because like my mindset has been changing in the last like 4 months. I'm more than just Kutmonger. I could have my own videos where I have tutorials. I could have customized clippers that I got that, and I don't mind talking about it because I already got that done too. I wanted to work with the camera, become like more of a photographer, only because I was already taking pictures of myself and I had a camera. I'm like, this camera got to make me some money. It costs too much for me not to make money with it. Also because there's so many more tax deductions that I get from being a photographer than I can't get from being a barber. So what you need to do is you need to create like, and I don't like to say like, it's such a cliche thing to say. White people do the white people do. No, business people. I'll say business people. Business people, because it's not just a white or black thing. Yeah. There's black people that do it too, and there's other cultures that do it too. But business people, they open up their wallet and they have like 5 different cards. And what they do is they funnel funds into each businesses so they can get more tax write-offs. Like if I like traveling, barbering, I can only travel to the Las Vegas show because the show's in Las Vegas. Any other place I want to go, it's not write-off. But if I'm a photographer and I go to Chicago or New York, now I can write that off. So now I'm taking what I want and converting it into my businesses so that way I can take all the things I want and bro, like I got a blueprint, bro. It's just so hard to break down and explain. You have to kind of wrap your mind around it.
Yep. So that's how did you even find out like something like that? You look into it yourself or like
because you realize that you're not playing the game right. That's how I found out. Like that's like rich people don't own anything. You get you a little raggedy car and pay that shit off, and that's the only thing in your name. You have a business, you have an entity. This corporation pays you. Okay, Xavier, your business pays you, let's say $20,000 a year. So all you got is this low car and make $20,000 that you gave yourself, that you paid yourself. The company has all this money right here. So at the end of the year, when they say, how much did you make? You like, only made 20 and I got this little car. So now you ain't getting hit like that. So your business is already going to get taxed less because all the money gets, so that's because it's actually a corporation. If you're a sole proprietor, which I've been for a long time, they're gonna
everything's on you. Yeah, cause I was taking a law and business course, and they were going over different things like how you be a sole proprietor or open a limited liability company versus
S corp.
Yeah, or S corp, and like how I was like, this makes so much more sense. Cause like I knew like LLC was stuff, but I didn't understand what it meant. Like you're only liable for what you get out of the company. That's why I call it limited liability. You only get $30,000. You're only liable for $30,000 versus sole proprietor. Anything that company touches, you're solely responsible for it. And I was like, that makes a lot of sense to why some people don't have things in their name in their company. Like how people like Elon Musk get away with paying $0 in taxes because I don't have nothing.
That's why I'm really like rethinking everything. Like open more businesses because I found out that you can get 100% of a car lease on your tax return. You could either get right off mileage or 100% of your lease. So if it was up to me, I'd have a raggedy ass car. And not a raggedy ass car, just a paid off Honda, whatever. And then I would go lease whatever I want to lease. I could lease a G-Wagon, I could lease a Corvette. As long as I'm staying within the lines of business as long as I'm staying factual, I'm staying true on my paperwork. Because if you ain't true on your paperwork and you just like, well, I just want to get I just want to get a Camaro. I just want an SS Camaro just because I like it. And they're like, well, does that pertain to your business? Because when they find out and they fucking hit you with that shit, you ain't beating them. Because they're going to be like, nah, this shit don't apply. So you got to find, like with photography, me renting vehicles, that applies. So I could go rent a Corvette, Camaro, whatever I want to rent, and then take photography in it. And then I can do a little driving in this too. So you want to use it for business first, pleasure second. That's why they always say, what you always hear rich people say, business first.
Yeah.
They always hear it. They say little stuff like that. You getting nuggets, but we haven't been taught that. That's how they think. Business first, pleasure.
Yeah, a lot of people do think like pleasure first. Like
Pleasure
you hear
first.
people being like, oh, like I'll tell like some of my brothers, they like, and they older than me, but I'll be like, hey, you need to go worry about this because like, you know what I'm saying, we getting older, you need to go work on this. They be like, oh, bro, I'm going to the club, like you gotta have fun too. I'm like, you're right, have fun too, but you're saying two as if you done accomplished something already. Don't say two when you ain't really did nothing yet. What you mean two? You only having fun.
Right.
You gotta say you gotta put business first and then like do something, then tell me, okay, I'm gonna go to the club. I'm like, okay, man, go do you.
So I'm like, really, like it's all in like what you want. Like you got to create that vision of what you want. Like being young, I was like, shit, I want everybody want to drive nice cars, wear expensive clothes, and go places. Those are three things we all want to do.
Especially that go places. Them vacations.
Go places, yeah. Now if I could go places and somehow write that off, get that money back, or not get taxes hard at the end of the year, that's beautiful. Drive what I want to drive, without getting taxes hard, and not having to pay so much. Because the difference is one guy just goes and rents a car that does absolutely nothing. You're going to have to pay for that. And you're paying for the car up front and you're paying on your taxes. And that tax shit is real. That's one thing about barber game a lot of people don't want to talk about. They don't want to talk about taxes. They ain't paying their stuff. They ain't doing right like they supposed to. But it's going to come back and get you.
They come by, I know that.
They're going to sit and wait on you too.
They're going to wait on you and let that shit stack up.
Not to give numbers, but when Leah filed her taxes like as an adult, I was like, oh my Pete, I'm happy I work for a company right now.
Yeah.
Because them numbers are so much higher when you run your own business.
Bro.
I thought I heard her wrong. I said,
and people think you can cheat the game. You can't cheat the game, bro. You can't, because at the end of the day, if you're going to make a purchase or you're going to buy a house, or you're going to buy a car, the first thing you want to know is how much you make. And then if you always telling the IRS, I don't make no money, then you go buy a car, you just told us you don't make no money. So how you got money? It ain't gonna add up. So best thing to do is play it right, stay ahead, send some in early.
They do payment plans, don't they?
Yeah, they do payment plans. I just try to pay them boys ahead. I just send the money in early. Here. Before you even know what you're going to here. I already ain't gonna hit me. So by the time I file, I already done gave y'all something. So now I'm gotta pay.
That's crazy.
I mean, you're already making decent money, so just chill out and do what you're supposed to. Because if they take away everything, it's all for nothing anyway. So you can't beat Uncle Sam. You know. So the best thing to do is figure out how you can write off more things and how you can enjoy your money more. And write off stuff like that. So, you know, that's a big part. Like the first couple of years you get in the business, yeah, you ain't gonna be making money like that. But, you know, I just feel like the industry is kind of saturated, but a lot more people are being barbers now. Everybody wanna be a barber now. I'm not worrying about it. I got mine. So that just means it's time for you to get a shot. Well, everybody wanna cut hair. I mean, you need to open up. You adjust your game to what's going on. You know, everybody shooting threes now. Okay, then we need to get some 3-point shooters on our team. So you don't try to go against it, you go with it. So, you know, adjust with the times.
Yeah. I know barber, that probably is like a bigger transition too, because like stuff changes drastically. I know about before the 90s, even like how we have lineups, everybody got lineups now, wasn't really a thing.
Yeah.
But those barbers had to make that crazy transition because it's like, okay, not everybody want this lineup. And then the temp came pop.
I know fade.
Yeah, the temp fade.
Temp fade.
I remember I was a gent. I ain't even get no temp fades. I just had straight even.
Not a temp fade is almost a standard. I mean,
it used to be easy to be a barber, and that's why the prices went up too.
Lining bit down. Now you got.
That's why the prices went up, because everybody's coming to get even all over a ball fade. Now you talking about putting spray in the hair, so now I got a body spray. So I got body spray to put on you.
And sponges.
I got a spongy head. I got to put. or conditioner in your head. Now I gotta put chalk on your head. Now you want the razor, I gotta buy razor
The
blades.
wave people, we got different for them.
They're not that bad, but the fades is like it take more time and energy. So now the price gotta go up because I'm putting a fade on a kid that don't want to sit still. You want him to look like a model when he get out the chair and he don't sit still. So it just don't
add up.
Yeah. Like, well, shit, he know. Yeah, it's like them kids, man. Them kids, like I ain't knocking kids. I just feel like, for one, if they got a sponge cutter, they got it really high, and they be like, "Hey, pick his hair out," and I'd be like, "Bro, I'm the first barber. I might be the first barber to do this. I'm starting a revolution, bro. I don't pick hair out. I don't pick hair out. You gonna pick that motherfucker out in the lobby. You gonna pick it out. That's like I always say. I'm gonna tell you why. Like, true story.
I used to hate that job,
bro. First of all, you gonna take 15 minutes picking their hair out. That's the first thing. Mid back. There you go. Get older, you start noticing. But you start picking their head out, and you'll be picking, and it's like, it's like next thing you know, you're late on your next appointment. You ain't even start cutting yet. That's like I always say, you get paid to cut, not to pick. Now imagine you pick a kid's hair out, right? You spend 15 minutes doing it. And then the mom says, he ain't gonna get his hair cut. We'll come back another day. They don't pay you nothing. So now you just did a whole bunch of nothing for nothing.
That same thing is like making sure you're not sweaty or dusty or dirty, like I know it's not. You can't always have your hair like washed and conditioned, but like that's prepping before you go get a haircut.
Hey, you come in with that motherfucker dirty, you come in with flakes in your head, you getting sprayed right on top of that motherfucker. And a lot of barbers gonna kill me for this. They're gonna be like, no, wash his head out of the sink. You're supposed to be a barber. Everybody don't want their hair washed. Yeah. Everybody doesn't want to come in and pay that price that it costs to get a shampoo. So what do? Cut their hair or tell them to come back with a shampoo. You tell him to come back with a shampoo, he gonna get in his car, he gonna get in the ATM, he gonna turn on the radio, he gonna turn around the street, he gonna go to another barbershop and pay him to do the shit. And you ain't gonna see it.
I'm just saying, I don't think nobody gonna get up and be like, let me run home, shampoo my hair and run back.
Yeah, they not gonna do that. They gonna go to another barber and get sprayed right on top of it. It's just I can't be washing
next door or some shit.
Yeah. Can't be washing grown man hair out, man. I'm gonna wash this man hair out. Ooh, I'm gonna scrub bubbles in his head. Nah, man, I'm getting the industry for that junk, man. That's why I say a lot of people knock me, but at the end of the day, like, I'm doing what I need to do. I know how to make it in this game.
You're doing it your way.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it my way.
I feel like people know they extra. They should like pay for that. Like, you know your kid aggravated. At least, like, you know what I'm saying, tip every time you come in. You know your kid aggravated, bro.
Like, and there's some people like they do. And some kids got autism and stuff, but I'm like, yo, work with me. This cut it's not gonna be that great. It's gonna be a cut. I'm cutting their hair. I'm not making a masterpiece.
I feel like you should understand that. Like, I know Mariano's sport. I'm not gonna come to you like, hey, give Mariano a tip fade. Because
he'll sit for that. Every kid is different, but it also depends on what the kid's willing to sit for. Yeah. You know, like, if you know this kid ain't gonna sit for it, like, you know, like,
don't need it.
Don't get me wrong. If it's slow, I'm taking anything moving. I'm cutting anything breathing. I don't care if they crying or not. We're gonna get through it. If I ain't got nothing else to do anyway, I'm sitting there. Yeah. That's why I say, if you're a barber that's getting in the game, you need to get some money, do that. But if you ain't got no clients and you gotta be humble. You better take that. You ain't got nobody, you better get that. That's the difference between the barbers that gonna make it quick and the barbers that ain't. Because that one person you cut, that kid you cut, he might go home and the daddy be like, I like that, I'm gonna get my hair cut. Or somebody in the family might come because of that. So, yeah. You know. Yeah.
And I was like, you know what I'm saying? Don't want to keep you here too long. But I was like, we got our final question that KB gonna ask, but the other thing I was gonna ask you was, dang, I just forgot it. I just forgot it.
He'll come back. It was try to focus on it.
You actually.
Now I feel like in this hour and a half you gave so much game, so I'm just go ahead and ask you where you see yourself first, next 5 years, and then where you see yourself in the 10 years.
Oh man, 5 is already good enough. Like the 10, I can't even. It's gonna be so good that I ain't even fathom it. Like 5, I see myself cutting probably like less days a week, spending more time with my kid going to his baseball games, watching him develop, watching him grow, trying to navigate his way through life because the AI is coming, jobs are getting taken, and shit is getting different. Because I always hear people say, "Oh, he gonna be the next generation barber." Nah, he gonna have a lot of other things in his tool belt. He'll be able to cut too, but making him into the better version of me is my main priority. I'll probably be in more of a retired state. Everybody's retirement state is different. This guys I cut with now, they retired, but they work 4 or 5 days a week. Why? Because what happens is you go full circle. You will get to this point where you want to sit down and relax and stuff and not work. And then you get there and then you realize you start feeling like you don't have a purpose. Yeah. And then when life, you have to also find your purpose in this life too. So it's bigger than just making money, because at the end of the day, when I write my own story in life, I don't want to say, damn, I just made money. What they gonna say at your funeral? Oh, he cut hair. He cut hair. Let's see. I'm doing a little podcast thing. I'm gonna hit you right when I leave. Last thing I want to say is, oh, he cut hair and he bought a house in Jacksonville and he died. And that's it. They're like, oh, that's it. Imagine the pastor getting up there. Yeah, that boy cut hair. He was good. He put a fade on me. Now I got to go to him. But, that's it. That's all I got to say. He was a good daddy, and he cut hair, and he cut some hair some more. He was fading, and he cut fast now. That boy good. And that's it. But I want to be like, what did I really do to leave a mark on this world? And that's like, and one guy, I could tell he took a little offense to what I said one day, because he's like retired, and then he was like cutting all day, and he was like, and I was like, man, if I was retired, I'd have something better to do with my time, sitting here and cut all day. And then he kind of like, damn, because I'm telling you, man, they say the top is on, because what happens is you get money and you did all that, and then like everybody else's life is going on. And you're just like, you start to feel secluded because you're good already, but you're seeing the world and everybody else, like your purpose. Like, why am I here? Now I'm just sitting back chilling, and chilling is good, but chilling just never was my thing. Like, I just want to get to the point where I can just sit around and be lazy all day.
Like, you're going to get tired of it.
You're going to get tired of it. You're like, shit, why am I here? You're going to end up just spending money. Like, so I feel like reaching out, making an impact on people. I'll have me a shop and a couple of other business endeavors. And I'll be coming in and I'll be cutting, and I'll be basically, I'm trying to focus on making money besides cutting hair in the industry. Because there's so many other ways to make money besides just cutting hair. Products, classes online, just reaching out. It's not all about making money. Like, you want to have write-offs and you want to have things you do to give back. So in 10 years, obviously, I'll say 5. I'll be crossing over a certain threshold that I wanted to be at. I'll say 10 years, I'll be a millionaire for sure. Yes, so that's already like, that's already gonna happen. Set it stone. Yeah, it's already gonna happen. But it's almost like, when you start to really look at millionaire, like Jay-Z and them guys, and they don't just having millions and stuff, having money isn't about having millions physically. Yeah. And that's another thing I learned. Like, that's what everything I'm talking about, it's about your lifestyle. Because I can give you $2 billion right now, and you start taking trips, you're like doing this, and the next thing, in 10 years, that money gone. But you want to be able to sustain a lifestyle. That's the whole point of making everything revolve around your business. So that you're maintaining a lifestyle. You're still going on trips. You're still eating where you want to eat. You're still doing what you want to do, but you're living a relaxed lifestyle. So, because it's really, man, money is just a status thing. It's just a status thing. You just, like, it really don't do nothing.
At a certain threshold, I feel like you just make money at a certain point. Like, somebody with 15 million, somebody with 30 million are living the exact same life. Right. You got twice as much money as him. No one's gonna know, because y'all living the exact same lifestyle. At that point, you're just making money just to say I got more money.
Just making money, and it's crazy, because like, you might have an actor who lives next door to a guy that's making 30 million, and nobody even knows who the guy is who's making 30. But everybody knows who the actor is.
I'd rather be that other guy.
I'd rather be the other guy.
I can walk around freely.
You ain't worrying
about
nothing.
No paparazzi, none of that.
You ain't worrying about some of those stresses that come with it. Yeah, that's probably another reason I kind of backed away from the music, because sometimes you get what you want, and it ain't everything you thought it was.
Oh yeah.
You know, like I said, I got the kid and everything now. If I get in that lifestyle, I probably ain't gonna see them like I want to, and I'm probably not gonna see my old lady like you want to. And if you think just because you got some M's in a bank account that the dude that work at Home Depot ain't gonna try to get your old lady, or don't think he can, he can if you're not there, and things can happen. So
Because girls care about that love more than
they care about that love. You know, like, oh, you weren't there. He was there. He was always getting off and being there for me. So they're gonna be like, yo.
Stability is availability.
Yeah. So that wall gonna get tore down figuratively and literally if you ain't around.
That's crazy.
But like, you went so good in the other direction. I don't even know what to ask you. Yeah. But I was gonna ask you. You were talking about like barbers need to take everything. I was gonna say, how do barbers overcome like getting blackballed in the shop? You know, to the point where it's like, okay, everybody know not to get in your chair. Like, how is it possible to get over that, or you gotta switch shops, or like?
You gotta that's like one of the most best questions you asked me, because I've been there, and it's like you almost gotta show the fuck out. You gotta show the fuck out to the point where I'm about to murder this fucking cunt in front of everybody, and I'm gonna flop the cape in front of them. I'm gonna flex. I'm gonna talk my own shit. I'm gonna hype my own shit up. Cause I see niggas in the shop be cool with each other. Niggas will hype each other shit up. They don't hype your shit up. They don't talk shit about your shit. Hey, cub, boy, I see you over there. Yeah, man, you see it, boy. That thing clean, boy. Boy, you put him in the game. And you over there like, damn, my shit clean too. Ain't nobody saying nothing about me. So you fuck it. I'm hype myself up. Yeah, boy, I put you in the game. Woo, boy, look at that, boy. You gotta, this shit is bigger than just fucking cutting a hand, putting it on Instagram, putting out a straight up line. It's about having your own swag and just feeling yourself and having confidence. Having confidence is going to get you so much farther than just anything in the game, even with anything you sell, because they're almost not buying the product. They're buying the confidence. They're buying the belief in it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like my old lady say, her granddad told her, I always steal this shit from her, but you don't sell the steak, you sell the sizzle. You know what I'm saying? Like, you get a fucking drink right now and you sell that shit, and you fucking advertise that shit like it's the fucking shit. Everybody, and that's what it is. That's what marketing is. That's what I realized. Like, I have to make myself, when I market myself, I make myself look bigger than I actually am. I gotta be dressed up in this and that and that. I don't care if you go to the damn Gucci store. I don't care if you go to Ross every day. I don't care if you go to the fucking JCPenney, the Polo outlet, whatever you want to go. You buy that shit, take photos in it, and you take that shit back to the store. When people go on the Instagram and the internet, they're gonna be like, that motherfucker always dripping. He's always in. This motherfucker taking the same $2,000 buying clothes and returning it. But every time you see him on Instagram, he's flexing it. And he's taking that shit back. And people buying it up and eating it up and believe it. They believe that shit. And that's
I guess we go ahead and wrap it up.
Yeah, man. Thanks for y'all having me, man. We'll definitely have to meet up again and talk about some other subjects.
Hey, man, thank y'all for tuning in to the Duval Dialogue Podcast, episode 4 with, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Appreciate you coming in, D.
For sure. I'll be back. We do another one soon. Keep y'all posted on.
You got anything you want to plug? Anything they want to follow? Or?
Nah, man. They gonna just stay tuned. It's coming. If you stay tuned and keep watching, you'll see. Yes, that's tune in here. That's what you need to tune in at.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it.